eyes open. If you got, stay strapped before you die smoking. All 3 eyes, I keep my eyes open. Ain't no competition, I'm God's chosen. All 3 eyes, I keep my eyes open. If you got, stay strapped before you die smoking. All 3 eyes, I keep my eyes open. Ain't no competition, I'm God's chosen. I can't hide my face.
How'd it go last night?
Well, okay.
Just okay? Must have gone pretty well. You didn't get home till the middle of the night.
I went for a walk so I could sort some things out that was in my head that I was tripping on.
Like the fact that you're still in love with Jacqueline, right?
Angela, I saw the woman and a bunch of stuff that was in me I didn't even know was still there came out. Things happen. There's certain things you just have no control over, all right?
Really? Like what?
Like love.
Love. You know, what do you know about love? What do you possibly think you know about love? You know, I'm sick and tired of men using love like it's some kind of disease you just catch. Love should have brought your ass home last night.
Didn't you just hear me say I was sorry?
I heard you say you're sorry. You're sorry and you're tired. You don't love me. You don't love Jacqueline. You only love your damn self.
How could you say I never cared about you? You know, Jacqueline says that I'm a better person now, and I know I owe that all to you.
I'm out of here. I'll get the rest of my things later. Let me just tell you one more thing. I might not be all glamorous, and I don't have hair weaved all down my back, but let me tell you one great thing about me, all right? I've got heart. And you know the bad thing about having heart, Marcus? Is that it gets broken when you deal with people like you. Now stay the fuck out of my life!
Welcome, family, to Universal Life Balance. You just watched a classic clip from the classic movie Boomerang, 1992, starring Eddie Murphy, Robin Givens, also Halle Berry, Clarence Witherspoon. The list goes on and on. A bunch of A-list actors in Black Hollywood and Hollywood itself. Now, what I want to talk about, you see the title of the video, the effeminate man. The effeminate man, meaning the man with feminine qualities, or the non-masculine man, will always dog sisters out. The feminine man will always dog sisters out. And I'm talking in particular about the feminine woman. Now, if you've seen this movie before, you understand that Robin Givens, Jacqueline, the woman he's talking about, who he had just seen the night before, she is a career-driven woman, a woman who is operating in an alpha masculine image. She's a conqueror. She's more assertive even so than Marcus. Even when you see earlier when she come over for the date, she's the one that wants to watch the game and drink the beer and just have sex. Where Marcus was trying to romance and trying to be smooth. Now, I know there's a lot of y'all saying, wait, hold up. Marcus, aka Eddie Murphy, he was a player. What do you mean he's effeminate? That's the problem. A lot of times, women and men, especially feminine women, because of society, they see these as masculine traits. Success, money, status does not make you masculine. What makes you masculine is, now those things do count. Now don't get me wrong, you should have those things, but they are not what makes a man masculine or alpha. What makes a man masculine or alpha is being able to establish, being assertive, being able to lead. He was unsure of himself and had a feminine quality of looking for validation from a woman. An alpha man never seeks validation from a woman. He already knows who he is, and he knows that a woman is simply a part of his journey and must get with his program, whereas he was trying to get with Jacqueline's program. Now, I always say this, really it does not matter at times what you actually are. It matters what the people you deal with see you as. That's why I always say that if somebody doesn't know who you are or see you as you see yourself, get away from you. Because though Jacqueline saw him as a beta, and he was a beta male, Angela still saw him as alpha. Now, regardless of where the man be, she connected with him on a alpha level. She seen him as a man that she could get with and get with his program. But because he was in a feminine energy and not in the energy of being able to oversee and guide and lead, he could not see her. And brothers, if you are in the wrong energy, same as you women, if you are in the wrong energy, you cannot see what's good for you. Opposites attract because it's a puzzle. Two pieces of the same puzzle don't fit, but when they fit into each other, it makes one complete whole piece. Angela had perfect feminine energy. She was willing to be down for him, whereas Jacqueline was down for herself. So what we saw was that he, not being sure of himself, wanted to be validated by the woman with the masculine energy. And I can speak from personal experience about that. Being not sure of myself, not established, whether it be financially, mentally, or physically, whatever it may be, and tending to lean more towards a woman who is more masculine, because at the end of the day, those energies need each other. They can attract for each other good and for bad. That's why you want to be in your proper energy, have your proper life balance. Marcus was not understanding what or who he was at that time. He was understanding of what he wanted, and he thought that by getting this woman Jacqueline, it would make his status feel higher and above, and him feel better about himself. And that's the wrong thing to do, man. You never look for a woman to uplift you or make you feel better about yourself. You look for a woman to be cooperative and help add to your mission. As a man and women who are feminine, don't look for the outer things and equate it with masculinity. Equate that with, you can equate it with security, but it does not mean he is masculine. What makes a man masculine is having a plan and the ability to execute that plan. Even though he had all those things, he had the nice house, the cars, the look, the fashion, he did not have the ability to assert himself. He was still working at a firm where he was trying to come up the ladder and didn't know if he wanted to stay or go. He was unsure of himself, whereas Robin Givens' character, Jacqueline, was very assertive, very sure, was willing and independent to stand on her own. Now in the end, we won't talk about the end, but in the end, if things work out to where it may be blase. But the thing that we must see from this clip is that you are not in your proper energy as a man or as a woman. You will choose wrong and you will see wrong. That's why you must be balanced out. You must be in a state of balance, knowing who you are and being assertive in who you are. If you are not sure of who you are and assertive of who you are as a man, you should not be seeking a woman, but seek yourself. And as a woman, you must be willing to understand that a man that's in this proper masculine energy is a man that you must submit to. And that if you don't want a man that way, you must be willing to understand that you are in a masculine energy. You need to be offset with a beta energy, with a man who would submit to you. But a lot of times, women who are in that energy still want an alpha male, not understanding that as we see, those two things do not attract. Two people cannot be in the same energy. Angela and Marcus did not work at that time because they were both in the same energy. And those energies clashed. It may work okay temporarily. They was talking and getting to know each other, but eventually a woman is going to want an answer and a plan from a man, whatever it may be. And another thing, fellas, honesty is the best policy. Never lie to women, because when you lie to someone, you are afraid of them or you fear them. And I know that says both, but there's a difference. When you're afraid of what somebody's going to do, you may not have a fear for them, but you're afraid of it. You have a fear of the consequence. When you fear someone, you just fear them in general. And both are not good. You should not fear or be afraid of what a woman can do. But you should be assertive in who you are as a man and understand how to lay it down. If they're not with it, you move forward. Hopefully, family, we can learn from this situation and learn that we must be properly balanced in our proper energy. So with that being said, family, revolutionary love and black power.